All right, part 2 and the final part of this project here. So I installed the manual choke cable. I made a nice little bracket here that I actually spray painted. It is like I just kind of find whatever metal piece I found kind of, and I tighten to it, and I have it where it's mounted. And then basically all I did is I just routed it around the actual lawnmower. I made the bracket off of the exhaust, where the original auto choke was, and then I basically made a bend. It's gonna be kind of hard to see because I was just basically just seeing if it was all gonna work. A bend down to the actual part where you would control the choke. So I made it a manual choke. So what I'll do is I can show you guys here. I know it's a little dark, but I'll try to do my best here. I'll kind of angle my camera down with the tripod and see if I can show you how it actuates. So it's kind of like right now, I believe it's gonna be in the open position, how I have it set up. And then to choke it, it actually will be pulled. So what I'll do here is I'll just set up the tripod as best as I can. It is kind of dark in my garage. It's starting to get like night. I was kind of messing with this for a little bit. And that was kind of the best way I found. I mean, there's other ways you can do it. There's probably better ways than my way, but from what I can tell, it works this way. So what I'll do here is I'll try to angle it so you guys can see better just by trying to move the light. I just want you guys to see the flap open and close. So 1 second here. It's kind of hard to do the angle of it, but what I'll do here is I'll try to angle this as best as I can so you guys can see. I may have to come in from a different angle, but this is the best angle is going to be on this side. So going this side, you can't really see it. Well, maybe you could, but I have to angle it in a certain way. So 1 moment here. There's not a lot of deck room on this lawnmower. Okay, well, maybe if I angle it like that. Okay, so that's a little bit better. And so you can see the actual flap. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Oh, I actually can zoom. All right, good. So I'll zoom in on the actual flap. So right now you see it's closed, right? So I'm just showing you the position on the cable. Sorry it's so big, but obviously it's not that big. But you can see that it's closed right now, right? So to basically open that is I just go to, actually, so on choke I have it pushed in. And then to open it or actuate it, I just give it a pull. And that should be open, as you can see. And then if I'm using it or somebody's using it and it's cold, they push it into choke, they can leave it, and it's choked. So that's closed, that's open. Choked. And open. Open, choked. Open, choked. And so yeah, so that's basically where I'm at right now. So right now, it seems to be like it's working. I mean, you know, anything could happen on this. I kind of mounted this the way I thought maybe it would work. I know this might be not the correct way, or hopefully it's not gonna cause any issues. I'm gonna see how it goes on with the cover now next. I'm just gonna put the cover back on, and then what I'll do is I will actually let it run a little bit, and I'll let it actuate, open and close, open and close. I'm just gonna do it a handful of times, and I think if all goes well, this might be a pretty good easy fix for this. I mean, granted, I had to find a bracket and all of that, but if you just wanted to make a fix on it, you probably could very easily. So 1 moment here. All right, let's make sure that the dogs are not out. Okay. And then just lining it up. do here is I'll just tighten this. Sorry for the bad camera angle here. I'm just tightening the top of the cover on. That's not really missing much. So then what I'll do is I'll tighten it up. Wow, this one's really... Okay, so I got that side in. Now I just gotta, whoops, there goes the light. I'll just get the other bolts in the top in as well. And like I said, is it a permanent fix? Maybe. If not, you know, if the wire that I have it in or the bracket breaks, you could always go in there and just readjust it. So I think this should work pretty well. If you really wanted to, you probably could just get a new whole assembly and do the same thing, but I just wanted to kind of see if I can, could engineer something, just because I see people engineer stuff all the time, and then just to try it out, you know? And if it works, it works, you know? If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? There it goes. So, no contact here. One last time. I just kind of want to see how it actuates here before trying it out. I'll try to zoom in again on it. Hopefully from the camera angles you guys will see. And then what I'll do is a final kind of thing is I'll put the cover back on, air filter cover, and then we can run it. See, that works pretty well. It's just, from my angle I could see it, right? Of course. But your angle, it's very hard to get it in there. So there you go. I'm just zooming in the actual part there. So it's choked right now. Should be opened right there. All right, good. Choked, open, choked, open, choked. And really there's no impedance. It looks like it's going good. The air filter shouldn't be a problem. And we'll test it out. We'll see how it works. So let me just put the cover back on. Everything is bolted down. I did clean the deck a little bit. And what I'll do is I'll put it outside. We'll try it out. And thus, this series will be done. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you have access to metal, it's not a horrible thing to do. It is a little time consuming. So I probably spent roughly, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes just getting everything set up kind of. And making sure it kind of stays in its one place. I mean, something could shift for all I know in the next couple of tries or whatnot. So, no, I had it in the right way. Don't know why this little part here is sticking a little bit, but it's good now. Okay, we'll get the cover on, and what I'll do is let me just go ahead and set up a spot outside and we'll get this one started. And once I'm obviously done testing this, maybe I can zip tie it really quick. I'll just throw a zip tie or two on it, on the actual lever mechanism to the side where it can just hang, not necessarily, it's hanging loosely, but it could just hang on the side. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Where we can basically have it just route it like this, where I can then just leave it hanging like this. And this shouldn't impede on anything. And we can always adjust it and whatnot, so could always just leave it like that maybe. And I'm just right now just checking the actuation of it. So that works too. And then I'll go ahead and I'll just quickly just test it really quick. And yeah, if I need to make adjustments or whatnot, we could always make adjustments. Nothing's rubbing anywhere other than the cable just routed around. All right, so So everything seems to be in place. Everything seems to be locked up and good. So what I'll do is let me just go ahead and set this up on the side over here. All right, I'll move it out. And that's just me cleaning it. So it got a little wet. So, all right. So then what I'll do is I'll set up the tripod a little higher. I'm just gonna drop another angle here, and I'm gonna lift it up a little bit. I just got to get my actual clamp here. All right, 1 second. All right. Not sure where my clamp went, but I'll try to lift it up manually. I kind of lost position of it, but you guys can get a whole shot of it. So hopefully, actually, you know what? I could just drop it a little bit. But anyways, so right now we have it on choke right here. And oh, I have it on 5. Okay, there we go. Now we have it on regular. I have it on choke, so it has like a little gap for choke. And then when I run it, I'll run it for like a little bit on choke. And then what I'll do is, as it warms up, I'll go ahead and I'll take it off. Let me just get a clamp ready because I'm going to clamp it down. I just want to hear how it sounds differently. All right, so it's clamped. We have it choked right now. So then we'll give it a pull. We'll start it. And let's see how it operates. Shutting it off, and then we'll go to let it sit for a second. And of course this is off choke, so you can see that the cable is actually working really well. So when it's cold, it basically you could actually see when it was warmed up actually with the choke, you saw how it was actually black smoke was coming out of it. So it's working quite well. So what I'll do now is I'll just give it a few seconds here, and then I'll just go ahead and restart it as it is. But all in all, I think this will work. I mean, this is a good fix. I mean, is it a permanent fix? Maybe not. It does vibrate a little bit. I know with the cable, even though I have it kind of secured, it's going to vibrate no matter what. But it's not to the point of like where it's, you know, sound deadening. You can see it vibrates. I mean, it is latched on, but it's obviously not bolted to anything, so it's gonna vibrate a little bit as the engine runs, but it's a small sacrifice. I mean, with it being you're gonna cut grass and then you're gonna put it away, but we'll go to restart it right now, last time, and then should be good. That's it. Yeah, looks like it's fine. I mean, just let me double check this one more time. So it runs and operates fine. The thing, this part right here probably just needs to be tightened a little bit because I feel like it's a little loose on this side, but on the arm it's fine though. But overall, I think it's ready, to be honest with you. I mean, this is a pretty interesting fix. I mean, I had good luck with it, or good hope. Luckily, I had like a little piece of metal where I was able to make the bracket, and of course I grinded off the edges, so yeah, I think this one will hopefully hold up and last. You know, if I go to sell it, I'll obviously tell them, you know, this is a manual choke that I created on it. So yeah, I mean, there should be no issues with it. So yeah, hope you guys like the video and the content. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, comments, I know criticisms. I mean, this is not the most clean, but you know, for me, trying to do something like this, you know, I would attempt it. So I wanted to try something a little bit different, and honestly, this was a good approach. And with the cable, it's only like, I don't know, $10-15 on eBay. It wasn't really that much, and it seems like it's a good fix. You know, there's probably other ways of doing it, probably somebody does it better, but for me, this will work, and I think it'll continue in the future. So thanks for everything, and I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys all have a great day, and take it easy.